guys, Texas Started here with another look at some of the figures we got this week. Today we are looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Footloose figure. Not to be confused with that 80s movie that was pretty dumb. I just finished watching it actually before the review, and I was like, God, this is horrible. Because it was on sale like for $5 on Fandango at home, and I'm like, this is a horrible movie. Catchy song though. I do like that song. It's really Footloose. Anyway, so here's a figure in the box, and I am seeing do see a little bit of resemblance of the Pascal guy, Pascal, you know, the guy from Mandalorian and Last of Us. I see a little bit of resemblance, but he does come in the standard window box packaging. Figure inside, you got all the cool stuff. On this side, you have the portrait that they make. Like I said, and many reviews that I've done before, it is kind of disappointing. I think they should do like something, you know, more, but I don't know, whatever. And he is 156 in the line. On this side, there's his attributes, have no idea what they are, and the QR code there. On the back, he has a cool portrait of him there with Dusty in the background, and I believe that's the Muller, if I'm not mistaken. The HasLab that should have been, right? Because we should have got that instead of the Snowcat. Anyway, all right, so let's get this guy so he can do his Footloose dancing out on the packaging and get a closer look at the G.I. Joe Classified Footloose. All right, here's a close-up and personal look at Mr. Footloose. His actual name is, well, his name's not on there. I don't even know what his name is, what his code name is. I just barely noticed that. It's not on the, usually it's on the packaging. It says so Footloose, blank, last name, whatever, but it's not on there. So if you know in the comments, let me know, because I would have to look at that. But anyway, so let's go and get a closer look. As you can see, look at that face sculpt. That looks really nice and clean. You got the cool hair on him. Looking really cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying some Pedro Pascal on him. Pascal. All right, so now he's wearing his camo outfit on. You see those camo greens on him, so that looks really cool. He's got that vest. You got right here, I guess that's a grenade, I believe. And then you got a nice sheath right there. And then you got some pouches and stuff. Right here on the shoulder, there's a patch of luck. So I guess he's Irish, I guess. Then you got the American flag backwards. And then you have, here is his belt. Like I said, a lot of the new classified figures, from what I'm seeing, have a separate belt. It's not, usually a lot of them were attached to this, so that gives them a little bit more leeway on that. At first, there's an attached ammo on there. I thought, you know, you could take it out, but it's not. It's kind of weird that they did that, but it's also pretty cool. Then you got some, I guess, medical supplies, and you got the gun holster there. Going down the legs, he has camo, and then it goes to a regular, you know, pattern there. I don't know. Looks kind of different. Ammo camo all the way down to his legs, and then he's got those army boots. So looking really cool. I was looking really forward to this one to come out. So let's see the accessories that he comes with. First of all, he comes with Dusty's backpack in a different color. So more darker color, or darker, I guess it's a green or a darker tan on that. Then he has his pistol. And then his knife, his blade. All right. He comes with, I'm not sure what type of rifle this is, but we've been seeing this rifle, sniper rifle. I guess it's a sniper rifle, right? With other figures. So, and it's kind of funny because when I pulled it out of the package, it got bendy and all weird, but it went back to place. So they're doing a really good job with the weapons compared to what it was before. Then he comes with his helmet with the goggles on there. These are attached, I believe. I don't know if I can take them off. Nope, they're glued on. So that's how they go. So you got that, I guess the mud and the leaves and on the top of that, which is really cool. Good detail on that. And then he comes with his cool bazooka, which I really like. Has that little teeth. Guess, I don't know what kind of animal, maybe a shark on there. And then his bazooka, the rocket. So I guess you put it like that. And then, because there's a, yeah, I guess you do. Really cool figure. I really like this. So yeah, fun. All right, so let's get him on the turntable to get my final thoughts on the G.I. Joe Classified Footloose figure. All right, here are my final thoughts on the G.I. Joe Classified Footloose figure. Man, this guy is phenomenal. The head sculpt looks great. The colors look great. This is basically classic army figure. You know, and I'm really relieved that we did get him in the line instead of how they did the 25th anniversary line, where I think this guy was a exclusive. I don't know if it was a San Diego Comic-Con or it was an exclusive. There was two versions. There was the bag version, and then there was the sealed version. I did have the bag version, but I sold him a long time ago. But, you know, I think the thing about 25th anniversary, they just they went a few years or a few waves and then they stopped. And I'm classified. I'm really glad that we got this guy. I'm hoping we get Lifeline. I'm hoping that we get Sci-Fi. Those are the ones that I'm really looking forward to. So maybe you know, we'll see what happens. You know, stay tuned to my channel because I'm definitely going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. And on day one, I will be at the Hasbro booth. Of course, first obtaining my exclusive. I really hope I can grab me that set, the Cold Slither set, you know, hopefully. But also too, I'm praying that we get some stuff new to look at, to see, because I really believe that the Yojo June was very disappointing in terms of reveals. We didn't get any more name reveals. We didn't get any more digital renders. We didn't get any of that stuff. So I'm hoping, you know, we get that stuff so that way, you know, it'll be awesome, you know, and I'm hoping that we get more. I'm confused of what happened with Yojo June, but, you know, we got to move on. Things happen. But anyway, so this guy is available still on Amazon, I believe, and you can still pre-order him on Big Bad Toy Store, which is cool. So you should be able to have no problem. He is worth it. I think he's probably one of the best figures in the line. Definitely probably one of my top 10 of the year. So hopefully he makes that list. But please feel free to like, subscribe, you know, share. Stay tuned. San Diego Comic-Con is a couple more weeks. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm excited. You know, I've been thinking about it. I'm like, wow, I'm actually going. So let's see how that goes. But you know, like I said, let me know in the comments what you think. And until next time, we will see you later. Gentlemen, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.